allowed fewer points than Chicago, but the Bulls allowed 102. That's 10 above their average in their game-1 loss to Washington in the first round of the NBA playoffs. Game 2 tonight in Chicago, and Bulls center Joakim Noah says he must do a better job of containing the day.
He's very versatile. Do a lot of things. Post up, shoot, very aggressive defensively. Did a good job.
The Bulls have lost their last 5 playoff games. The Milwaukee Brewers will be without backup catcher Martin Maldonado for 5 games. He's been suspended for throwing a punch in last Sunday's game against Pittsburgh. The NFL announced this morning that ESPN will televise a wild card playoff game this season. It will be the first playoff game ever televised by ESPN.
Nothing feels as good as a job done right. In sports, that's a clean sweep. When it comes to cleaning up, the pros reach for a Quickie Job Site Broom. It gets the job done right the first time, so they can get to the good stuff. Get your Quickie Job Site Broom at the Home Depot.
During baseball season, we look forward to Wednesdays with Buster and Tuesdays with Tim. Tim Kirchin joins us at the Subway Fresh Take Hotline. Was in Pittsburgh last night, and Tim, I want to start with the fact that nothing says early season quite like Miguel Cabrera's batting about 200. I know he's not going to finish there, and I know that we shouldn't overreact to whatever sample size we have, but I'm just curious, big picture, what is the reaction in and around the game, and particularly with Detroit about his struggles early on?
Well, I think it's just what you said. It's way too early to worry about someone who's as good as Cabrera is and has been the day he got to the big league. So, I don't think there's a new contract or a new position switch or a new manager that has anything to do with this. This is the hardest game in the world to play for me, and it happens all the time.
Yep.
Good hitters are not good. I mean, LeBron is never the worst player on the court. He's always the best player on the court. But in baseball, it rarely works that way, and our best hitters are not real good sometimes. And it happens to everyone. Case in point, Miguel Cabrera, who's the best hitter in the game, period.
Here's some good numbers, though, early on, and I'm just curious how they're doing it. Oakland, look, they got the best record in the American League, and their ERA is in the mid-2s, and they've lost some arms. Are they really this deep, or is it the same thing where these numbers are somewhat influenced by how early it is with them?
Well, it's early with them. It's the division. They play a lot of games against the Astros. Their ballpark is huge. It's hard to score runs in that place, but to not appreciate what the A's have done, you just haven't been watching for the last 2+ years. They won 95 games 2 years in a row, and they're a really good organization, and they have pitching everywhere, and not just pitching, good, young pitching everywhere, hard-throwing, power arms, and their bullpen has had all sorts of trouble so far, and they still are where they are. So if I'm an A's fan, I'm feeling really good about things, that somehow, some way, they're going to find a way to score enough runs and prevent enough runs to win that division again.